Hello and welcome to the Crimsonsith channel. Today we're going to do several unboxing videos, but this video is going to be for the new Resistance ship. It is the BSF-17 bomber. It's a brand new pack that comes out in this Wave 12 and 13 release. The Resistance ship is way bigger than I expected. Way bigger. It's very tall. The detail is very consistent with what you would find in other X-Wing products. High quality. This one actually somewhat exceeded my expectations of detail and quality as well. The plastic is thicker and more durable than the previous ships from the X-Wing game. To date, I think it's the only ship like this that feels the way it does. It's hard to describe. I wonder if they were trying something slightly new with the plastic. The ship itself is very big. I have fairly large hands, and this thing is pretty big. It's like a pistol. But next to a regular X-Wing ship, I know you guys don't know what these other ships look like yet, but look how tiny that other ship is next to it. Completely dwarfs it. This thing is almost twice as tall as any other X-Wing ship, or any other average small X-Wing ship. But even the Jumpmaster only comes to half its height, so it's a very large ship. It's almost, I think it might be the largest large ship that is out. Certainly the tallest. It's on par height almost with, like, not quite an Epic, but with the base. It's like a large ship on an Epic base because the bottom is so tall. Moving on to its stat line and cards, we'll start with the lowest pilot skill and move up. The Crimson Squadron pilot is the 1 pilot skill bomber. 25 points. It has a sensor, 2 bomb slots, and the new tech slot. It has no abilities. It has a turret for 2 attack. It has 1 agility, 9 hull, 3 shields, so 12 hit points. That's a lot. The Crimson Specialist is the next one, pilot skill 4. We're jumping up to 27 points for that guy, which is fair. 2 points for an ability and 3 pilot skills. His ability reads, let me see if I can zoom in for you. Have to get closer. When placing a bomb token you dropped after revealing your maneuver dial, you may place the bomb anywhere in the play area touching your ship. A lot of people are saying there's a lot of bomb shenanigans with them, and I agree. Then next is Cobalt Leader. Pilot skill 6, point cost of 28. We're only going up 1 for 2 points and another ability. When attacking, if the defender is at range 1 of the bomb token, the defender rolls 1 fewer defense die to a minimum of 0. Not bad. And all these pilots, none of them have medallions, by the way. Even the first pilot, which is the Crimson Leader, pilot skill 7. Again, we're only jumping up 1 point this time, so max of 29 here. Pilot skill 7, no EBT still, so the same standard stat line. Ability is, when attacking, if the defender is inside your firing arc, you may spend 1 hit or crit result to assign the rattled condition card to the defender. And here is the rattled condition card. It reads, when you suffer damage or critical damage from a bomb, you suffer 1 additional critical damage. Then remove this card. And then the person that has it can spend an action to roll 1 attack dice on an eyeball or hit, remove this card. So it gives the person the chance to get rid of it, but it might be good. It's I don't know. I guess if you know your attack's probably not going to succeed, you're trying to pass it off to your bomb, I guess that makes sense. But I'm not super sold on the rattled card, to be honest. So if I was using Crimson Leader, I wouldn't be using him for the ability, I'll put it that way. But it's nice to have that option, I guess, if I'm going to fail. And I just want the pilot skill. All in all, really love the ship. So far, I'm going to jump into the cards it has, because I think The best part of this pack are the cards, and I'm going to go into a little list building theory as well, because after I bought this ship and I saw everything that it had, and I added up the point cost of everything, I actually think that I should have bought more than one. I ended up only buying one of these ships, but I wish I had bought 3, because there's a list I really want to run now that I have the ship. But getting started on the cards, I'm going to jump into the ones we haven't seen first, and then kind of throw out the other ones. You know what? I'll get these out of the way. So starting off, there's a lot of bombs as you'd expect in the bomber pack. We have thermal detonators up there. Seen them before. Seismic charges, same thing. 2 counter nets, same thing. If you don't know what those bombs are, I don't have time to look them all up. Basically, thermal and seismics are activation, counters are action bombs. Advanced optics. Oh, and you know what? Since we're talking about the uniqueness of the ship, I'm going to talk about Trajectory Simulator. There are 3 of these cards in here. It reads, you may launch bombs using the 5 straight template instead of dropping them. You cannot launch bombs with the action header in this way. It's 1 point. It is a sensor. Now, launching means you put the 5 template in front of your ship, which means you're going to be throwing this puppy pretty far. The trick is, though, you will be doing it before you move. And they are large base ships, so if you're using it on this guy, it's going to be, you have to measure it out. If you do a 4, you'll be getting hit with that bomb. Definitely. Probably even if you do a 3. So you need to kind of calculate and remember that that bomb is launching before you move, because you can't do it with action bombs. But what I was thinking is this card is awesome for a lot of ships. They might make the Punisher good, which they've been trying to fix the Punisher since they released it. It's not a great ship, but it has 2 bomb slots, so it has a lot of room, and it has a sensor slot, and this is a nice cheap sensor. I think there's a lot of different ships that could use this. Also, if you apply the Havoc title to Captain Nim's ship, I don't remember the name of it, he has bombs too, so it might be good for him to launch those bombs, especially that bomb generator thing. You could have an infinite supply of launchable bombs. It seems like quite the menace, especially the Rebel Nim, because he can choose to not, trigger bombs. You just throw a bomb at him early on, and man, what if you put Genius on there? So you do a 5 straight, and then launch the bomb after, because you have Genius, the astromech, and then you launch it afterwards, because it's normally a scum ship. The title it's a scum card, but the title allows you to take that droid. Man, that'd be interesting. So essentially you could throw the bomb 11 or 12 spaces or something like that. Anyway, there's some possibilities with that trajectory thing. Moving on to Advanced Optics, the card I'm second most excited about. You get 2 copies of this one. It says you cannot have more than 1 focus token during the end phase. You do not remove your unused focus token from your ship. 2 points, and it is a tech. I'm super excited. I had a feeling for a while we were going to get the focus version of that comm relay, and this is it. I'm definitely going to use that with my first order ties or something. Targeting synchronizer, we've seen it before. Ordnance silos. When you equip this card, place 3 ordnance tokens on each other equipped bomb upgrade card. When you are instructed to discard 1 upgrade card, you may discard 1 ordnance token to that card on that card instead. It's only 2 points. So for 2 points, you're getting 3 extra of your bombs. That's super good. And it takes a bomb slot itself, but totally worth it in my opinion. I think they did that because this ship can't take extra munitions, and the ship is basically not super great without bombs. So it gives it an option to use it. And it is restricted to only this ship. So that's a card only going to be put on this thing. The next one is a modification, also specific to the ship. Deflective plating. When a friendly bomb detonates, you may choose not to suffer its effects. If you do, roll an attack dice. On a hit result, discard this card. I think that's pretty good for 1 point, considering the amount of bombs that are probably going to be on the table, especially if you're flying 3 of these things. And then here's the title. Crossfire formation. When defending, if there is at least one other friendly resistance ship at range 1 to 2, the attacker, you may add 1 eyeball result to your roll, and it's 2 points. There's not a lot of resistance rebel ships out yet. There's 3 if you count the Falcon, and I don't know. I think this is a card that may be more helpful in the future. It's pretty good if you're flying against 3 of them. That's why there's 3 in the picture, but not super sold on this yet. Definitely helps it because it only has 1 agility, but it's a card that's only going to get better. I'll put it that way. That's it for the upgrades. Stay tuned. We're going to be... Oh, I didn't even talk about the dial. The dial has a 0 stop. So we have another ship in the game that has a 0 stop. The other maneuvers are not bad, not good either. We already talked about the 0. We got the hard one. We got the slight one. Straight one. I'm not going to say the colors since you can see the colors. Oh, I like that too hard turn. That's white. I'm a fan of any turns that are not going to give me stress. Oh, wow. Okay, so no 3 hard, even with a red. No, dang it. I thought I had one of those. I might be thinking of another ship. Anyway, not a great dial, not a horrible dial either. It's a bomber. And it's a large base ship, so it's interesting. The point cost, I don't know if you're adding it up earlier, you could fully outfit 3 at the lowest pilot skill, and they'd be blockers, they'd be 1s, so I think you could definitely create a very scary list with this ship. But the question is, do you like bombs? If the answer is no, don't buy this ship. If it's yes, then you're going to have a ball with this thing. Kind of feels weird. Kind of feels like a scum ship. Mixed between like a scum and an imperial ship, but it's a rebel ship. Or I guess resistance, but yeah. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to be doing all the ships from Wave 12 and 13. And I got a lot of stuff to go over, list ideas and everything. So stay tuned.